Hey, church family. I just wanted to take a couple of moments just to share sort of a challenge to you and along with a kind of a humorous story. But, marriage a lot of times is about compromise. And in that compromise means sometimes doing things with our spouse or for our spouse that maybe we ourselves are not too crazy about. And so I guess the takeaway I hope you get from this video is maybe you could walk away from this and ask your spouse, hey, what's something that you want to do, regardless whether I like it or not? Ask your spouse, what do you want to do, and not what should we do? Because oftentimes our spouses will say, I know Becky will answer what she wants to do in knowing that I like it too. I always know that she would rather relax and I'd rather go do stuff, So in that, she's going to answer knowing that, well, I'll do this because I know you like it too. And oftentimes that's what our spouses will do, and that's their attitude. But in this challenge, I kind of wanted to say to you guys, ask your spouse, what do you really want to do without regard of what you think what I want to do? And what would you like me to do with you that would mean something to you? Maybe that's going to a certain play or a movie or a NASCAR race, or I don't know, you name it. One thing that came out of this conversation, I was thinking about this and why this is kind of on my mind is recently, last month, my family, we went on vacation over to Eastern Oregon, and happened to be during archery season, and I grew up doing that over there. And so I get over there and I'm intending one of the mornings to go out and hunt with my oldest son, Hunter. And we were going to do that. And the other two kids, the younger ones, said, we want to go too, which I was surprised at. So kind of taking out some of those details, Becky was my wife. She's going, well, I guess I'm going too. And I know that it's not her number one love to get up really early and go walk out in the cold woods looking for animals. That's not what she would define as fun. But she was planning on going, which I was thrilled about. I was thrilled that my whole family wanted to go do something and walk in those same areas and the same valleys that I walked in when I was 12 with my dad. And so we get out there, and I'm planning to do, the full 4 or 5 hour, maybe longer, hunt. And we get out there, and about 45 minutes into it, Gunnar is not having a good time. My youngest, he is cold. He is not happy and wanting to turn around and go back to the truck. And so ultimately we ended up turning around and going back to the truck. So our 4 to 5 hour hunt got cut into about 45 minutes to maybe an hour, and which is fine. And we turned around and got back, and I was thinking, I really appreciated Becky's willingness, because she was willing to be out there for the long haul. She was willing to go and get up, and she did get up and go, and she knew that it meant a lot to me, and so that was good. The same day, actually, we're in town, and there's a couple antique shops, and we're at the playground. The kids are playing, and Becky goes, I want to go to the antique shop. I said, okay, I'll go with you. She knows I like antique shopping about as much as she likes hunting. We probably share the same sort of dislike for it. I think I probably like antique shopping less than she likes hunting. She actually likes being out in the woods hiking, just not getting up early and cold. And so I said, okay, I'll go. And so I was planning on going antique shopping with her, which is not what I would define as fun. But we walked down there, and thank God the antique shops were closed. And I say that kind of, it's in humor, because, I didn't really want to go, but I was willing. And she recognized, she goes, yeah, I didn't even think you'd come down here with me. And yeah, I'll go. And so, but they happened to be closed for whatever reason. And at the end of the day, and we've kind of talked about this since, it's just, we were both willing to do something that personally neither one of us really wanted to do, but we were willing to do it because we knew the other one had some enjoyment in it, and it was something that they like to do. And so because of that, and because we care for each other, we were willing to sort of, put ourselves second and our spouses first, and do that. Now it's a little thing to just get up and go to an antique shop, and it's a little thing to get up and go hunting. But there are things that we need to make decisions in every day. What are ways that we can put our spouses first, ahead of our own wants and even our own needs at times? What are things that we can do to sort of swallow our pride and be humble and really serve our spouse. Sometimes it is about compromise. Marriage is a big lesson in compromising. I think everyone who's married will say that if you've been married longer than 5 minutes, you know that marriage is about compromise. And so with that, I guess I just challenge you guys, not only date. Obviously, in this busy time, we're in a busy season now, right? School started, sports are going, we're all running crazy. Be intentional about dating. Don't forget that. You'll always hear that message from me. But also, ask your spouse, what can I do with you or for you today that would really help you or that would serve you? And it can be anything, even if it's something you don't like to do. If it's cleaning the toilet, or if it's going grocery shopping, or if it's, picking up the kids or whatever, what is it? Each one of us ask each other, what can I do for you that would make your day better? And that's going to probably involve some things that you may not like doing. And, don't be afraid to ask too for what would really make your day better. Be assertive in that, like, man, I know you may not like to do this, but it would really help me if you did this, fill in the blank. So anyway, I just wanted to share that quick story with you guys and encourage you to ask, how can you serve your spouse? How can you make their day better? And it would be a great time, when would be a great time to do that? At the end of each day, when you catch up and not only you're going over what happened that day and going over the next day's schedule so you can stay connected that way and you can keep an amount of sanity, knowing what's happening. But so that's a great time to ask, what can I do to help your tomorrow? Or what would you like to do this weekend? And then reverse it the next weekend. Okay, so if someone gets their way one weekend, what does the other one want to do the next? Try that. I challenge you. We'll try to do better. We tried and failed. That's the other thing. Life always throws you curveballs, and we didn't get to do the full 4-hour, 5-hour hunt, and we didn't get to go antique shopping. But that happens. We made that effort though. We put it in and we rolled with it, and we still had a great time, even though we didn't get to do the things that maybe we wanted to do that day. We still had a great time together because we were together and we were just able to be together as a family on that vacation. So you got to roll with the punches sometimes. It doesn't always go as planned, but try to plan what you can do to serve your spouse and hang out with them just to show that you do care and you want to invest into them. Love you guys, and as always willing to meet with people or suggest resources if you're interested in anything about marriage. I love to chat with people about that. See ya.